All right, we'll get started. So hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, KW Leadership, Why Not Me, with MAPS coaches Vasha, Chevalier, and Dennis Russell. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and will be available within 24 hours on the MAPS Group YouTube channel. You may access the YouTube channel from your Zoom confirmation email, and we will share the link in the chat momentarily. Currently, everyone is on mute. We do value group participation, so we ask that if you have any questions, please type them into the questions box located on your webinar taskbar. Your questions will be addressed by your coaches throughout your webinar. Following the meeting, if you have any questions about today's call or coaching programs, please email us at fasttrack@kw.com. That's all from me. Vasha and Dennis, take it away.
Hey, thank you so much, Stephen. Hey, we want to say thank you guys so much for being here. And apologize about starting a little late. We know it's completely on us. We always want to make sure we value your time. So just want to say we thank you so much for being here. Once again, this is about learning the pathway to KW leadership. And specifically, our topic for today, why not me? Why not me? Now, in answering that question, we're going to break down the benefits of you taking this program. And we're going to really talk about things leaders have in common and how those things show up in their lives. Also, the type of thought process that leaders have, because let's be perfectly honest, the fact you're here should let you know that you obviously are already thinking like a leader. So we're going to kind of discuss that. And this Zoom today is very, very informal. This is not a presentation. Don't get all stuffy, even though we're looking all cool and smooth and flat. It's not that kind of party, all right? It's casual. It's just real talk, just about what leaders do and how this can impact your life and how you can use this to go wherever you want to be in your KW leadership journey. My name is MAPS coach Dennis Russell. I'm also area director of the North Central Region Bold Coach, KW approved trainer, and I am joined today by my phenomenal co-coach Vasha Chevalier, and she'll talk in a moment. And also, you guys are in for a treat because we have just this special guest. Yes, that's my dryer. Yes, this special guest is just so powerful and this is a team leader extraordinary you're going to have the pleasure of hearing from today as well. So let's get after it. Let's have this roundtable discussion, okay? So let's drop the formalities. Come off mute. Hey, put your cameras on. I want to see the smiling faces. Look, we're all smiling here. We're all family. All right, so let's have that roundtable discussion. Thank you, Jocelyn. That's okay. You can eat. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You can be eating. All right. So the big question is, why should I take this course? Why should I be investing my time and my money in taking a leadership course and putting my energy into it? That's the question everybody's asking, correct? So on that note, what we're going to do is we are going to let you hear from our phenomenal co-coach, Vasha Chevalier. So Vasha, take it away, cover this next section. Like I said, feel free, ask questions. Let's open it up. Vasha, floor is yours.
Yes, thank you guys so much for being here. And we are super, super excited that you guys joined us today to learn more about lead and your journey to leadership. So here's what we know about successful leaders. Number one, and you might want to take some notes, but you might want to take a lot of notes here. Leaders invest in coaching and are continuously moving from E to P. So why do you think that is? Come off mute. Why do you think that leaders are investing in coaching and moving from E to P? Amina, what are your thoughts around that?
I think it's because at the end of the day, when your business grows to the extent that you do, right? And that's a bold law. So, the more you invest in yourselves and the more you take coaching and training, your business actually grows and shows up in that way. So that's what comes to my mind. And it was funny, I was teaching a class earlier and I was sharing with someone that I've taken Bold 21 times, and I can see, like, at first it was surprising, and at the other token, they're like, it all makes sense. It makes sense why you've taken Bold 21 times because of the fact that you're investing in yourself, and that has unlocked so many other opportunities for you now. So that's my thought about moving from E to P and investing in coaching.
I love that. Dennis, what are your thoughts around that?
Well, Amina hit it out of the park. We know that's That's, one of the 6 personal perspectives, moving from E to P. And it's really about making sure that you understand that we all have natural abilities, and our natural abilities are only going to take us so far. So what can we do so that we can utilize those natural abilities and actually go to that next level by focusing on an actual purposeful plan and program?
Yes, absolutely. We're always learning and growing, and we're doing that together. The next thing is leaders lead by example. They know the way, show the way, and go the way. So, Amina, you've been a team leader for umpteen years, and you have been super successful running one of the most profitable market centers. Why do you think that people are following you?
Because we talk about speed of the leader, speed of the pack, and you talk about leaders and knowing the way and showing the way. And when I share with my agents every time that how important lead generation is, if I don't show up every day and lead generate for my role, then they're going to be Amina's all talk, no action. So I show up every day, and while they're lead generating for their business and for buyers and sellers, I'm lead generating for talent and for other opportunities and to help change lives. So modeling that, because as a leader, you're going to have influence and people are always watching. So you have to show the way.
Absolutely. And that brings me to my next point. Leaders are influencers. Dennis, hey, you've been in the team leader role, MAPS coach 101, bold coach, and now you are the area director. What does it mean when we say leaders are influencers?
Well, Vasha, and then I'm gonna come back to you because Vasha, you've been a little bit soft on the answers today. Normally you're a little more chatty. You got and everybody, I want you guys to understand, you are in the presence of greatness here with Vasha and Amina. So don't let Vasha not talk and give her wisdom. All right. So I'm gonna share my part, and then we're gonna flip it back to her so she can share some of her great wisdom. When we talk about leaders being influencers, here's what that really means. If you're a leader, you should have some people following you. If you're the only person on that path, you're just taking a walk. You're just taking a walk. So what that means is, as you're doing what you're doing, and Amina said it best, see, all of these steps, they all go together. Even though they're independent, they all work together. When Amina was talking about by leading by example, when you're leading by example, you're also influencing other people so they know that you're not just, like she said, all talk. You are someone who they can depend on. So that's all about influence. So, Vasha, I'm flipping it back to you. Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
Leadership is nothing more than influence. It's getting people to do the things they need to do, and you're doing that by setting that example for them, right? So when we think about it, as with anything, we have influence on our clients. Would you agree with that? Shake your head. Yes, Jocelyn, Alyssa, Sarika. Yes, you're influencing your clients by providing value. You're doing something great that they want to be a part of. And leadership is no different. It's nothing but influence. When you can get a lot of people to follow you, you can get a lot of people to do what it is that they need to do to grow their businesses, then that's where you're doing the right thing and you're influencing them. So leadership is nothing but influence. Leaders follow the Y4C2Ts, emphasizing on the E and the S. Amina, let's talk about that Y4C2Ts with that emphasis on the E and the S.
Yeah. So, I had a thought when you were reading it and you said they follow the Y4C2Ts. What came to mind is the Y4C2Ts is actually a model, right? And what leaders do, I remember Gary Keller, when he was on our last class of lead the last time, he talked about leaders being professional modelers, right? So when you have a model as a leader, you've got to follow the model. And the Y4C2Ts is our model of a belief system. And looking at the E, opportunities for all, and I know Dennis just touched on the fact that if you're just going down the path and there's nobody behind you, you're just taking a walk, well, your measure and your success as a leader is judged by how much leaders you've also developed, not just how much followers. So by developing other leaders, it means that you're creating opportunity for others. And our E stands for equity and creating opportunities for all. So that's really what came to mind when we started talking about following the Y4C2Ts.
I love that. And that's success through others, right?
Yes.
Together, everyone achieves more. Win-win or no deal. Integrity, do the right thing. So as a leader, it's important that you follow that Y4C2Ts. You honor that. That's our legacy. That's our philosophy here at this company, right? If you don't have that integrity, nothing else matters. The worst thing that you can ever do is lose integrity with people. You've lost all influence. Nobody's following you. Nobody even wants to be around you anymore, right? So honoring that Y4C2Ts. The great thing about our program is that we're throughout the 4 weeks, we're going to be having leaders as guest speakers on there. And they're going to really be talking about what they've learned in the role, how they've grown, where they started, and encouraging you to pull out the leader within yourself. So many people have a desire to be in leadership and they just don't know what's the right step. How many of you thought, I want to do something and I just don't know what's the first step I should take? Yeah. So we're going to make sure that we educate you on that. Throughout this program, we ran it now almost going on a year. And we've created a lot of opportunities for people within this company through this one program. So this is your first step. So now leaders take responsibility in all outcomes and they give credit to the team for the wins. Dennis, you're a big sports fan. Let's talk about team and wins and outcomes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. One of the things about leadership is you have to realize that if you're not willing to take responsibility for what you do and what the whole team does, when you kind of talk about following the Y4C2Ts, like I said, they all kind of work together. It's one of those things that you begin to lose credibility. You know, when you're the spokesperson, you're the leader, it's not just all the glory. It also means you're responsible.
Yeah.
And that's why you got to be the leader, because you were the person who said, you know what, I'm responsible to use my influence to motivate these people to go wherever we need to go. And then, like Amina said, the next thing is my influence should be great enough and my example should be great enough that not only should they follow, they should then get to the point where they say, you know what, I can now lead my own group. And when that happens because you as the leader are not afraid to give the credit to all the team members that are in the group too. And that fosters that spirit of camaraderie. That fosters that spirit of inclusiveness. When you're able to give the credit and it's not got to be all about me, because it's a team. So it can't be all about you.
Yeah.
So how do you give that credit and be responsible so that if something goes wrong, you're also willing to say, you know what, this is on me. This was on me because I wasn't able to communicate. I wasn't able to influence. I wasn't able to motivate. I wasn't able to encourage the team to do what we were supposed to do to accomplish our goal. So that's on me. So as a leader, you got to be willing to take all the arrows when the stuff goes bad, and when the stuff goes good and everybody's screaming how great you are, you got to make sure you're giving it out to your team members because you couldn't have done it by yourself. Shay, what you got for us?
And what does that do for the culture in your market centers? What does that do? Amina, how is the culture affected by the wins and the opportunities? We like to call losses opportunities, right? The lessons learned. What does that do for the culture?
It makes that glue even stickier, you know, because when we're able to, you know, celebrate together and embrace each other for the successes, or cry together for the challenges, or wrap our arms around each other for the challenges, it just makes that bond so much stronger.
Yeah. And we as leaders have a duty to create that great culture within our market centers so that our agents never want to leave. Yeah. Right? Even when times are tough, we have to keep that culture going. We have to, that's when our influence really, really shows, right? When things are not going as great. So the wins and the losses, that also creates culture. So then we have leaders are clear. Leaders are clear in the direction and the vision. They know who they want on their team. They're not going to just pick any old body, right? So, Amina, you've recruited a bunch of people. Let's
Bunch of
talk
people.
about that.
Hundreds, thousands, millions.
Yeah.
Let's talk about being clear in the direction and the vision of your market center and knowing who you want on your team. What does that look like?
Yeah. And when you think of Keller Williams' mission statement, to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, legacies worth leaving, that is a clear mission and vision. And we think about us being here today. So if you're not interested in that, then Keller Williams is not for you, because we're very clear as to what our vision or our mission is for your lives. And when we think of, we are all here at Keller Williams, right? And we could have opened our own brokerages. I have a broker's license. I'm here because of the vision, the clarity of the vision, the direction in which our leaders here at Keller Williams have provided for us. So then we have the same duty to provide clarity of vision for the people that we're leading.
Right. And it's not, just think about leadership is not only being in a leadership role within the company. What if you're a rainmaker? Or what if you desire to start a team?
Yeah.
That leadership starts there. When you're looking to hire, you have to know exactly who you want, why you want them, and you have to have a vision.
What about being a parent? Don't you have a vision for your household?
Right. You have to have a vision. And so leadership is not just in our professional lives, it's in our personal lives. So many people we've brought through this program have grown personally. They've gotten stronger relationships with their family because of the leadership skills. They might have not known how to be the leader they desire to be until they came here. So it's not just about business, it's being a better version of yourself, working on you, and then being able to lead a flock, as I like to call it. So, Amina, let's talk to them about some of the benefits of taking this course, and then we'll wrap up and invite them on to the second webinar we're going to be hosting about this.
Awesome. So it's just unbelievable. And yes, we have this dialogue today. And one of the biggest feedback we've gotten from the course so far is the fact that it's a very interactive experience. You're going in breakout rooms, you're interacting with other leaders, you have homework. It's not just a presentation. So I want you guys to really get that. And over the course of the 4 weeks, you're going to discover what leadership truly is. You're going to find and you're going to understand your passion, your why. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to be a leader? You're going to also learn powerful conversations to set appointments. You're going to learn all of the lingos and the terms that goes with Keller Williams and our leadership journey, things like R1 and R2 and guerrilla warfare. Like, what do those things even mean? So that you can start building your confidence, right? Graduates, you'll feel re-energized and ready to go out and lead the agents in the market center by teaching, bringing recruits to classes, growing your downline. You're going to get this is my favorite, and I love the exercise we do around this. You're going to get an in-depth review of the KW value pillars that helps leaders to have more powerful conversations internally, reminding them of why they've chosen to be in business with Keller Williams, ultimately increasing growth, retention, and productivity. You're going to have a clear vision with regards to whether or not leadership is even right for you. And yes, whether or not KW leadership is right for you. Because remember, you're going to learn things in here that you're going to apply to your leadership, even in all walks of your life, whether it's just at home or at church or at community programs or groups that you belong to. But you'll discover whether KW leadership is a path or a journey you want to take. You're going to gain knowledge and confidence to assist in hosting powerful career nights. And you're going to earn the opportunity to be spotlighted with regions and market centers who are in search for talent. And we have so many graduates that have already not only gone through this journey, but actually landed their leadership positions. And last but not least, you're going to build confidence and know that there's that future leader in you, and you're going to develop the knowledge and the skills and the culture that's needed to help us fill this gap in KW leadership.
I love that. I love that. So we went over some great qualities today that great leaders possess. Number one, knowing that you have to invest in yourself as a leader. Number two, knowing that leaders are influencers. And number three, leaders have a clear vision and direction. Now, we talked about some of the benefits of this course. As an individual, remember, you're going to learn some powerful conversations that's going to increase your income through profit share. Now, we've built the foundation for your success as a present and future KW leader. And you're going to expound on that through this program. And not only for people that are desiring to be in leadership, we also have people that are already in leadership that's going through this program and have been through it multiple times. So if you're already in leadership, you're going to be able to encourage all of your ALC members to re-engage at a higher level. That's going to help strengthen your retention, strengthen your recruiting, and that results in more production and more profit. Graduates are going to feel energized to lead the agents in the Market Center, teaching, training, bringing more recruits. And then you are being developed at a higher level as a leader. Now that's true leverage. So we want to thank you guys so much for spending time with us today. And Dennis is going to take us out and he's going to tell you some great things to look forward to with this program.
Yeah, but before we do that, I know we're going a couple minutes over. If you have a few minutes, does anybody have any questions?
I do. I just clicked on the link because the topic was interesting to me when I saw the email, because I am interested in becoming a leader in my market center here in Charlotte. But I would like to know a little more detail about what this is, because I'm not necessarily clear on what this is.
So this is a MAPS group coaching program. Okay, it's 4 weeks, and you're going to have the opportunity for 1 hour each week, because you'll have homework to completed each week, to dive in, understand what leadership is, and get on the path to becoming a KW leader. So it's going to give you a lot of the background information to help you build that confidence. And it is $199 for those 4 weeks.
And remember, you're going to
when you say leader, what are we talking about? What type of leadership are we talking about?
Well, Jocelyn, what type of leadership are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I know that there's the ALC, and I know that there are team leads and so on and so forth, but I don't know. That's why I'm here to learn.
Yeah.
Great. Well, guess what? We're going to learn about all the opportunities within KW. That opportunity map, from being a team leader, being an ALC member, being a regional director, being an area director, being a
Productivity coach.
KW, all the positions within this company, you're going to know what they are and how to actually get to those positions. So you're going to learn the entire roadmap all the way to the top of this company.
So yes, if you want to be the president of Keller Williams one day, we're going to give you the pathway to do it, so that when Mark King retires, which who knows when that'll be, the next person in line will be you, Jocelyn.
And
if that's what you want.
We had Mark King, Matt Green, we had Jason Abrams, we had Gary Keller himself, and we had Carl Liebert all on our program, literally masterminding and talking to the agents. And you've been able to ask them questions about different things. They're dropping knowledge. So each session, we're having special guests to come in and just really talk. It might be a team leader that we bring in that comes and talk to you about that. It might be, someone that's in our social equity task force that come in and talk to you about that. So every position, pretty much the major positions within this company, you will learn what they are and how to get there. Is that helpful?
Very helpful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If there are any more questions, if not, I will wrap it up. All right.
Rufina said this has been very inspiring in the chat box.
Oh, love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it is very, like I said, they're great. I just love to be on Zoom with Vasha and Amina. I just sit back most of the time and just let them do all the great stuff, because I'm writing down notes myself and saying, man, this is good stuff. All right. So with all the information and the knowledge that you got today, look, sign up now. Don't wait. The link should be placed on the screen here momentarily, or you can go to mapscoaching.com. As you've heard, the first launch, we've had 2 launches. The first launch, we had over 250 people go through this program. All right, so we've had over, I think, probably like 400 people go through this program total in our 2 launches. And the opportunities that have come out of people who have taken this course, it's already starting to impact people. There's people who've taken this course and gotten team leader positions, gotten OP positions, become productivity coaches, join ALC, join committee. All that stuff has happened as a result of this course. And what's really critical is when you join up, and the reason why I need to join up now is because you're going to have access to the Facebook community, which means all the other people that have ever taken this course are on there, and people who are looking for talent are on there, and they're telling us, and we're posting, you know, here's a position, this position is available. Is this something you'd be interested in? So here's the deal. If you're interested in that, register now.
And it's exclusive. It's not open to the public.
That's right. That's right. It's exclusive just for people who have taken this course. Okay. And we're thrilled to be partnering with you on your KW leadership journey. So on behalf of our extremely powerful, positive, incredible special guest, Amina Blake Foreman, the awesome, extraordinary team leader, and my MAPS coach extraordinaire, Vasha Chevalier, who has a big team. She's got expansion team, one in Houston, one in New Orleans. So like I say, MAPS coach, I mean, just amazing. I just want to say thank you guys so much. My name is Dennis Russell. We're going to see you on November 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, 12 Mountain, and 11 Pacific. And that's when we get started. So remember, the 2 most important days of your life. The first day is the day you were born, and the second is the day you figure out why. So could KW leadership be your why? And since you're here, I believe it is.
And I'm going to say this one more time. This Facebook group is exclusive. We are posting opportunities as they come in, and people are only a part of this community get to take advantage of those opportunities first before they are open to the general public. So this is your step. The door is open, the window is open. You just have to be willing to walk through it. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Have a great week. We will see you in Lead on November 11th. And if you have any questions, Dennis, Amina, put our information in the chat box. They can email us or call us directly. So go to the chat box. And if you have any more questions or need a deeper understanding about something, please reach out. Okay?
Actually, you know what? Why don't we hold on and answer a couple of questions if anybody's got some more?
Okay.
Thank you, Rafina. See you November 11th.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Tracy, we saw you just popped on. Did you have any questions for us?
No, I was late. I was working on something else and I thought I would jump on real quick and see what was going on. So
That's
sorry
okay.
I missed it.
Recording will be on YouTube.
Perfect. I will watch for it.
All right.
All right.